What's up, Aries? This is your astrological prediction for the week of October. Damn, what week? October 12th through the 18th. So let's see what's coming up for you. Already, I'm getting this like sense of a competitive nature going on. Something like, oh, I need to one up. But let's just straight up ash the chords. Okay, already. So we have the Five of Cups, which is kind of this feeling of what should I do next? The Six of Cups, which is there's some emotions that are coming up. There's a sense of bittersweetness. So around Tuesday, you're gonna feel this sensation of bittersweetness, and that's actually coming up often in the October predictive reads. The Three of Swords. Something on Wednesday is going to bring up something for you. So pay attention to Tuesday, October 13th and Wednesday, October 14th, because that's when it's going to happen. Like that something's going to, the Five of Cups is the quiet before the storm. And then Tuesday, October 13th, that's when something's going to happen. And then Wednesday, it'll show you what you need to work on, but it's this very intense feeling of heartbreak or just uncomfortableness. And then the Nine of Cups, you will see after you go through the beginning, middle of the week, there is going to be this sense of rebirth. Like, I needed to go through these things so I could see the other side. But it feels like a very big week for you, Aries. It feels like you are just going through it, but going through it in a way. There's two things that are happening. Going through it on the micro view is, oh my gosh, things are stressful. They're bringing up things that are triggering me, but ultimately, I get through it. But that was pretty tough. Whereas bringing up things in the macro view is like your universe is telling you that your life is changing. Universe is asking you to be able to go forward into this new life. And as an initiation, or honestly, as a death of your old life, you have to be able to let some things go. But it is your choice. You are able to make any of these choices on your own. And so what's coming up here is that like the choice that you make will determine if you can go forward in the future or not. So when I look at your shadow side of how things are going, we have the Chariot, and I feel like that represents the spirit of you, Aries, as you are going into this October 12th week. The spirit of you knowing that something's going to change and you're all for it. The Two of Cups on that Tuesday, something's going to happen on Tuesday, October 13th, that makes you bittersweet memory, closeness. You're just going to be feeling a very much like, oh man, I remember when the energy was just so beautiful. I remember when the energy was so balanced. I remember when, and it can be people, it can be kind of like a situation. But I remember when. It makes me think that it's a loved one, whomever this loved one is. If you are very psychic, you might get some dream communications from this loved one, some clairvoyant messages. And then on Wednesday, this feeling of you're going to be very much so demotivated on Wednesday, and you are Aries, the action. You are the king and the queen of action. And more than action, initiation. You're really good at starting something. You may not make it through the whole thing, but you're really good at starting something. And Wednesday is just going to bring this energy that you just have been kind of sucked out of you, and it's going to make you want to cocoon. So anybody who takes you out of that, you're going to like be snappy on them, but you're going to feel really reclusive, wanting to be inside during that time. Thursday is death and rebirth, letting go of this old, embracing something new. as you get to the end of this experience, this lesson, this something, you're going to be, you know, merging forward. And on that same day, the shadow side of you is like, I'm gonna prepare myself because I know I'm walking away. You're walking away from something. This could even indicate that you were in a relationship with rose-colored glasses that you looked at to be better than what it was, or you are having a hard time to move away from a relationship you had. And the rebirth is telling you, because it's the rebirth is number 13, and what's happening here is on October 13th. So it's sending a message right here that, like, whatever this is, time to make peace with it, and it is okay to react in any way you need to react. But ultimately, you're gonna have to move on. And then towards the end of the week, when we have this Nine of Cups, this I'm gonna go on this new journey, this newness, this leveled up, this higher than what I experienced before. You have the World card. Representing the world is your oyster, Aries. So you don't have to feel like you're limited by anything. You don't have to feel like what you feel on Tuesday and Wednesday is forever. It is only strong and intense because you are having to deal with it right in that moment. But ultimately, it is going to be a signifier that change is coming. And so you're going through this so that you can get to your beautiful Aries self, Six of Wands, in front, doing the work, not afraid of a challenge. Then you have the Five of Swords. So when that kind of troubling thing comes up in the middle of the week, what's going to come up for you is this feeling of like, I think it's just me. I think there's something wrong about me. And it's an irrational feeling of something being wrong about me. So try not to be so caught into it, but pay attention to the fact that whatever this memory is, it brings these feelings in you and it's not healthy. So you need to move on from it. And then the Nine of Swords is this representation that as you move forward in this journey, it's going to keep you up at night, meaning the decision to move forward is not a light decision for you. Even though it is for your greatest, highest good, you are going to be like, oh, I'm too afraid, I'm too afraid, I'm too afraid. Not you in Aries, you wouldn't say you're afraid. What you would say is like, oh man, like, ooh. You don't want to let go. You want to keep on fighting to make this work. It's not going to work out. By the end of the week, by October 17th, you're going to start to feel this very internal revolution, evolution happening within you. So Aries, if you take anything from this reading, pay attention to October 13th and October 14th. Some things are going to be coming up for you. Make the choice to move forward. You are brave enough. You are strong enough. You are cunning enough. You're fast enough. You will be able to figure it out. And it is okay that there are going to be some road bumps or feeling like sad or not. It's not a feeling of sadness, of stress. You know, it's okay that those things happen. Just know that as you move forward, you're going to get to the other side. And I just pulled an extra card for you, and Justice came up, which is letting me know that something that wronged you in the past is going to be righted during this time. So, Aries, that was your predictive read for the read of October 11th through the 18th. No, 11th, the 12th through the 18th. Blah. So if you want to see, this is for your sun, your rising, or your or your moon. So make sure you know all three of those so you can check out the other reads to get a full picture of how your week is going to be. I'm here every week. Every week I got you, boo. I got you.